Look at that, there was something to eat just outside your cage, but I don't know if you could eat that or not. Do you wanna test it and see? Huh? Yeah. Hello. And what do I owe this pleasure, huh? I see you pooped. I gotta get rid of that, don't I? Huh? Yeah, that's you in the lens there, huh? Oh, King Cobra Cam. Yeah, that's you. Although I bet you can detect Mamba. Hello, sweetheart. Or vicious monster, depends on your mood. So far you're okay. So far you're pretty relaxed. My hand is cramping though. Look at that, huh? Nice camera, huh? I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille. Well, you can see he's so close, part of his nose is in shadow. See, that wasn't so scary, was it? Huh? Okay, now he's gonna have to do his testosterone thing. Hi, I know, I see you hooding. I see you hooding. Look at him glide. He is an easy glider. Woo. You want something to eat? Only if you like rats. Tonight is the rat course of the night. Those snakes that prefer rats are gonna get fed. And so far he's a mouse eater. This little beastie just shed, and I wanted to bring him out and show everybody what a stunningly beautiful viper this is. This is a Malayan pit viper. They have a rather foul disposition. No, I will probably not try Malayan pit viper cam because I currently don't have serum for this guy, and it would be very, very nasty to come in contact with those fangs. But as you can see, it's a stunner. Now, Malayans cause more fatalities in the region they're found than any other venomous snake in Southeast Asia. And Wolfgang was telling me that depending on what region they're from, they'll actually aggressively jump in the air and try to bite you. If I'm sort of paraphrasing him accurately. I think those come from Thailand. I'm not sure where this beastie comes from, but this is one of Kurt's hatchlings that I got. And that's why I have all those other little baby finger rotters in there, because I would like to continue Kurt's bloodline in some respect. And the only way to really do that is to, breed it against another Malayan pit viper, unrelated. The bloodline will get a bit diluted, but that's the best I can do under the circumstances. But, it's also very healthy for the bloodline because the genes get mixed around the way the Creator intended. Now these used to be in the genus Echistrodon, but it was found through DNA studies by, various people, like, Wolfgang has done studies on them, but I don't know if he was involved with the change in genus, because it wasn't Echistrodon. It used to be Echistrodon rotostoma, and now it's Callosolasma rotostoma, a monotypical genus with only one species involved, and that's this species. This guy's a savage feeder with huge long fangs and a rather nasty disposition. Now look at that. Look at the head shape. That's very much like an Asian lancehead shape. I don't know where it falls on the evolutionary tree, but it would be interesting to look it up and see what he's really sort of closely related to. But certainly a very beautiful animal. Now I'll set the camera down and he'll entertain you for a minute while I pull the shedding out of the cage. This is one snake that you absolutely don't want to put your fingers in the cage to change the water ball, because I've seen these guys go clear across the cage, and they mean business. Now, Malayan pit viper venom is being used in a drug in an FDA trial. I think the drug is called Aggrastat. It's a clotbuster drug used for people who are suffering an ischemic stroke, which means that blood is blocked to a certain area, typically by a clot, and the clot is very rapidly broken down by the component of the pit viper venom that's used, and a lot of patients' brain tissue is saved, sort of the same Sean Bush statement that he uses, time is tissue. So, there isn't another tissue in your body which has a very short half-life when it's deprived of oxygen. Your brain is the first to go, and time is tissue definitely applies here. And Sean would tell you that himself, because it's sort of interesting. In his general use of time as tissue is the snake venom's doing bad things to your body, and in this case the snake venom is doing a good thing to your body, and that's breaking down the clot very rapidly. Now mind you, they don't use whole venom. They use just a single fraction or two of the venom, one or two components that show the the best results for breaking down clots. So, and this fraction is injected within 8 hours of a stroke now, not just 3 hours as it is with TPA, the other clotbuster drug that's currently in use, allowing the doctor a longer period of time to save people's brain tissues. Now, obviously, last November 2nd in the election, apparently lots of brain tissue was destroyed because the way the election came out. This is clear evidence to me that people were brain dead doing this to America, but that's the way it goes. But at any rate, time is tissue, and this is the guy that the venom is used to make that drug. A good thing for mankind, not the general bad things that snakes are involved with. So I will move this little beastie carefully back into its lair. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Now come on, focus, you stupid camera. Really irritates me when Mr. Camera doesn't focus like this. Well, there we go. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous snake. I think it's a female. Here you go. You're home. I'll feed you later. Come on. Get your tuchus in there. Thank you. Generally a rather sedate critter. You know, it reminds me a lot of, you know, of a gaboon viper. You know, it just sits there and it looks inert and like it's not caring what the hell you're doing. But when it wants to go, it can strike at quite a distance from any position and bring some very potent venom to bear. So, Malayan pit viper, Calloselasma rotostoma, a real cool snake. Okay, this is our special girl whom I've pissed off. I need to handle her with 2 hooks because she is so back heavy, it's not even funny, if you see what I mean. You know, she was copulating away with a male a while back, and it's a little hard to see unless I can do it this way, but either that's a lot of poop or that's a lot of babies. And I can take her to the vet and x-ray her, or I can do some other things. You know, if I could only find the other things. Well, I did have a bigger tube. See, now her head is too big for the tube that was too big for the other guy. Here, I'm going to go out and see if I can find an appropriate tube. You can keep your eye on her. She's right there. So I guess the question is she gravid or is she full of crap? This is one of the famous questions of herpetology is, which is it? Okay, yes, I know I'm bothering you, I know. And you could be very gravid and here some stupid male that's bothering you, and this looks like it's way too big. Alright. She's pretty good tempered so far, but she's got this nasty feeding response like you can't imagine. This is probably much more appropriate. So we can give her a little belly a squeeze and see what's in there without getting her to squeeze her jaws down on my arm or something. But I don't want to put my head in the tube. Oh, come on. Come on, let's be cooperative about this. Come on. Come on. Go up the tube. Go up the tube. Come on, I want to get it past that curve. So I'm pretty certain she can't back out. Okay. See? There we go, girlie. Oh my goodness, what do we got in there, huh? What do we got in there? Oh, I don't know. I would really think that that's probably being very gravid. You know, I wonder if anyone has ever palpated the abdomen of a gravid snake before, a live birth guy, and got bit. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Okay. Alright, there you go. Well, you were a very good sport about that. You were a very good sport about that. Gonna have to give you a treat. Okay, need a second hook for this this beastie girl. Okay, let's put the very long hook, I'm sorry, in the front. You almost have to handle her like she's a gaboon viper or something with two hooks. Jeez, okay, come on, I'll put you back in your cage. Let's not do any more falling tonight. Oh, so what does she do? Death Adders just never hook very well at all. There you go, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Talk about the obstetrician dropping the babies on her head. I'm sorry. Well, I really didn't like doing that. One thing for sure was her abdomen was soft the entire length, which leads me to believe that they're embryos. If she had an impaction, you know, from chicks or rodents and stuff, I would expect to, you know, have some resistance there, but it was just, you know, I could sort of maybe, you know, it could be wishful thinking, feeling little loops of babies and stuff, or little embryos and stuff, but it's hard to say. I hope I didn't hurt her or the babies. You know, and that's the problem working with venomous. If they don't cooperate, gravity takes over, they hit the floor, or just hopefully not from a terrible height. It was pretty low. It was about 20 inches, maybe 2 feet. But, you know, we'll see. I'm sure they have falls in the wild. Or was that Call of the Wild? I don't remember. At any rate, that's our friendly, hopefully gravid and dropping soon smooth Death Adder. Coming up to the snake room tonight. A whole bunch of baby Death Adders, Acanthopus laevis, my first brood of this species that I've ever had. This poor little guy may have a deformity. Yeah, he looks like he's got a kinked back. We'll see. I won't do anything. He certainly is feisty, as you can see. We'll see how it does. I'll certainly try to feed it. This guy's still making out of the egg sac, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 little beasties. So let me get these guys cleaned up and separated. That's a little girl that's pretty bad off. So we'll assess the situation, but God, I've been waiting on these since, you know, I thought she was going to drop in like May. Here it is, August. Holy cow. Look at all the cute little snappers. Oh, you're the feistiest one. It's too bad you got a screwed up back there, sweetie. Okay.